When you attach this, note that right here, there's a little flat spot right there. That is where this screw attaches. So you don't do it like this, you don't do it like this, you don't do it like this, you do it like that, so that the screw bites in to the little flat spot and this stays in place. And I've done the same thing to this. When you're finished with this, turning this should make the telescope move, the mount head move back and forth this way. And this one should change things in the other direction. Okay, so let's look at a few of the aspects of the mounting a little more closely. I took this back off to show just how this goes on. And like that, turn it, and then press it there, so it latches into place. Then looking up at the top, here we have our adjusters, like I showed before. This turns like that. Turn that. This one allows this to be turned this way, like that. So up and down, tighten, back and forth, tighten. When those are tightened, this doesn't move so much. When it's loosened, it does. Now there are clamps here and here that make this easy to turn. This piece here slides in right here. So there's a couple of grips on this. And then the installing the telescope, you have this piece here, this here, and it goes in like that. And then you tighten these knobs back down. So now I'm getting it more put together. I can turn the telescope this way, and by loosening this knob, right now it wants to tilt, it's out of balance. I'll have to fix that in a little bit. But that way. These knobs, this turns it like this, and this turns it like that. Okay, now this is the finder scope, sighting device. These are eyepieces. You have .26mm, 9mm. .3mm. What do these mean? What does these millimeters mean? If you ever used a magnifying glass to burn a leaf, the distance that you would have to hold the magnifying glass away from the leaf in order to focus the sun and make it burn, that's called the focal length. And so these are each like little magnifying glasses. And so the 26mm, you have to hold it 26mm away from the leaf to focus the sun on it. The 9mm, 9mm away. 6.3, 6.3mm away. They are representations of how strong a magnification that each of these produces. If you mess around with looking through them and use one of these lenses to magnify, like a magnifying glass, to try to magnify something you're looking at, you'll find out that the 9mm magnifies more than the 26mm does. And the 6.3, if you can see through it, more than the 9. There is also a piece of equipment in here called the Barlow lens. We're not going to mess with that. You can set that aside. Now let's look at putting the eyepieces in. You unscrew these, pull that cap out there, and then your eyepiece, take the caps off. And this goes in here. Tighten that up. Like that. Focus is with this. Take the eyepiece out. Loosen those. There. I can also use a 90-degree angle viewer. This is, can be fit in there. Tightened up. Take that out. Like this, if you prefer viewing this way. My opinion is the views tend to be better if you go straight through, but if you want to focus at things that are on the ground, not too far away, sometimes you have to use this.